All right, guys, the Iceman again here with yet another video. I know, guys, you're saying, "Oh, the Iceman's got another video," but this video is about the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, Magnus has had it since he defeated AJ Styles back, was it in December of last year, and he's had a number of opponents, which have all failed because of the interference of Dixie's stable and whatnot. And just last night we saw the Four Corners match with Abyss, Samoa Joe, and Eric Young. Now, um, who do you guys think is going to become the next TNA World Heavyweight Champion? There's a lot of opportunities for some other people. A lot of people think it might be Willow. Um, some people are saying it could be Ethan Carter the third, although right now he is sort of like an alliance with Magnus, so to speak. And then there's other people saying it could be Abyss, that Abyss will turn on Magnus. Um, could it be Bobby Roode? I mean, Bobby Roode's really with nobody. He's not a Magnus guy. He's somewhat a Dixie guy, but then again, we all know that Dixie right now is a Magnus person. Um, so there's a lot of you know a lot of choices out there, and some people have really forgotten about this. I mean, the director of operations MVP has really gotten himself involved in a lot of wrestling matches as of late. Could it be possibility that MVP has had enough with the shenanigans and whatnot of Magnus? Could MVP end up challenging Magnus, or could Magnus challenge MVP somewhere down the road, and maybe MVP become the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion? One really has to wonder. I don't see Samoa Joe getting it. There's still the thoughts of Eric Young. Um, Eric Young is starting to get very, very popular with the fans. He's like a Daniel Bryan type from the WWE. He's got the look. He's getting the fans behind him. Could it be Eric Young? Could Eric Young finally get recognition for all these years in TNA, being very dedicated and doing whatever uh, the management of TNA wanted him to do? Could Willow end up upending Magnus? To me, I think that I wouldn't want to see that. I mean, because we all know it's Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy's had the belt before. I don't see it being Bully Ray. Um, Not quite yet. Anyway, he had the belt for such a long time, but But then there's guys that we haven't seen in a while. There's Aries, there's Sabin. Both somewhat heels, but really, Aries somewhat in alliance with Magnus, but not as much as he was before. Sabin, I don't think. I think Sabin is he's out for himself. He's arrogant. He could be a guy that maybe would try to go after it. In my eyes, what I would like to see happen would be, because Magnus is really sort of like taunting Ethan Carter the third a lot. It's like, asking him for help, but yet he doesn't want him really with him. And I think Ethan Carter may finally get fed up enough to the point where he's going to say, I want to take you on. And I would have no problem with that, because I think if Ethan Carter the third turned face, although I don't know how this would work with Dixie right now, because we have to wait and see what Dixie's wrath is next week. But if Ethan Carter the third turned face, I think he could become a really big champion in TNA. I think he can go a long, long way. And then I would really like to see him battle guys like Kenny King. I mean, Kenny King, I think he's an extravagant wrestler. I mean, he's great. He's got a lot of tools. He's got a lot of talent. And maybe somewhere down the road, Kenny King can even vie for the TNA World Heavyweight title. So there's a lot of variables, again, involved. And for me, if anybody was to take out Magnus, I would like to see it be one of the guys that was in alliance with Magnus that turns on him, and I want it to be Ethan Carter III. I know a lot of people aren't too pleased with him. A lot of people aren't fans of him, but he's the guy that actually has that look that really could become something. I really do believe so. As far as like Shaw and Anderson go, I don't see that happening at this point. We got the Wolves. I don't think we're going to see them separate to do any kind of individual wrestling for anything very meaningful. So, in my eyes, it's Ethan Carter III. I would love to see him turn around, become face, turn on Magnus, even turn on Dixie, because that would create a storyline in itself and end up grabbing the TNA World Heavyweight title. I think this would be a great thing for TNA. And then this could actually escalate him to really stardom in TNA. And, that's what they need. They need to build a new star. And, they're in the midst of doing it, but they haven't gone far enough. So for Ethan Carter III to, I just think it would be awesome for him to turn on Magnus and end up winning that belt. And, maybe holding it for a few months and building himself a name. I mean, he's got the Carter name already, but being against Dixie Carter would make it even more meaningful. So this could be a very interesting scenario. We'll just have to wait and see. But then again, one has to wonder what Dixie and the company has in mind. So, all right, guys, check out Wrestling News Talk on Facebook with Andre Corbeil. You have, probably one of the greatest wrestling social media networks out there, and they're just, it's phenomenal what Andre has accomplished in little over a year. He's got like 7,000 subs now on YouTube, and he earned it. He definitely earned it. He puts a lot of work into his channel, and he does a lot of research, and most of the things that come out of his mouth usually come true. So anyway, peace out, everybody. Who do you think is going to be the next TNA World Heavyweight Champion? Give me a buzz. Let me know. Peace out.